Like, make sure you subscribe to KC Trippin's TV YouTube channel, man. Yeah, right. Like Scoob.
Just gotta let a nigga know. Fuck with the gang, ain't up on KC Trippin TV. Me and Key Dark City, high to the moon. You niggas been sleep on me too long. Rockin' this V-long. Your bitch like the way how I'm dressed. Got your baby mama underneath, she ate me up. Scratch off in the scats, it's me and my niggas. Back to the money, we ain't doing no talk. Remember days I broke, I ain't really had shit. Up all night, tryna come up off a lead. I don't fuck a bougie hoe, cause them hoes be picky. Me and Key Darcy been steppin' on shit. I just pop 4 pills, now I'm back in my mode. Sippin' on the party.
Welcome back to KC Trippin TV, and I'm here back with another dope interview. You know what I'm saying? Now today we got a special guest, Kendra Chanae. You know what I'm saying? Your love brings me higher. Hey, don't make fun of my singing because I'm still trying. I'm even taking courses. You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome, Kendra Chanae. How you doing? How you doing? First of all, how did you come up with that name? I love your name, Kendra Chanae. Is that your government name or is that your artist name? Give us some info about that. How did you come up with your name?
Hello, I'm doing good, Casey. How are you? Trust me, I am not a perfectionist at vocals, so don't worry. I'm not gonna judge you on your voice. But my name is Kendra Chanae Clardy. But my married name is Kendra C. My middle name is Chanae. So I just put my first name Kendra and my middle name Chanae and just combined the two as Kendra Chanae and just took that as my artist name.
Hold on now. You just spilled the government name. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like that. Kendra Clark. And then you said your middle name is Chanae. So you put Kendra Chanae. I like that. That's dope. Because at first I was like, Kendra Chanae. At first I was thinking like, it may be a government name, but is it her government name? Because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds good together. Like, it's almost like it's meant to be close to each other. You know what I'm saying? Dope name. So, Kendra Chanae. First of all, I think I heard marriage in there. So, I have a question for you. Are you married?
Yes, I am married. I'm happily married. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary, me and my husband, Eric. We met back in 2014. Actually, technically, we got married in 2014, but we met before then. And we have 2 little ones together. And we just built this wonderful family together. And, every marriage has its ups and downs. But he's a great supportive person. He's a great provider. And he's just an amazing man. Really, he is.
That's what I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? Everybody shout out to Eric. Let me hear a round of applause. First of all, hey, Eric, you sound like an amazing guy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, for the men out there that's always trying to, lock in and really be with a woman, hey, you got to be a good provider. For one, you have to be able to handle shit and stand on business. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Eric. And first of all, my father's name is Eric as well. You know what I'm saying? So I've been looking for my daddy for a little minute. Is that my dad? Let me stop playing. But that's what's up. So since you guys have been married since 2014, congratulations. And you guys just celebrated your anniversary. So how's that like for being married for so long? Because a lot of people, they get in these relationships, then they break out of the relationships. You know what I'm saying? What is some advice you could tell those, people that's, willing to spend the rest of their life with someone that, they may be loyal, but you got some people that just, they just fall out, you know what I mean? And they fall out with pretty much, everyone they fall in love with, but they want to be, held down. What is some advice you could give to those people?
My advice to them especially being so young that we got married, it's a lot. I know a lot of people, think about the title. I'm married. I'm a Mrs. or I'm a Mister. Whatever it is. But my advice is it's all about commitment and communication. I mean, love, of course, is number one, and always is put God into the mix of it first. And that's what we have in our life. We always put God above everything. And like I said, communication is key as well. Without communication, I mean, we don't know how things are going to turn out. And that commitment as well, being faithful, is, to me, is easy. I can only speak for me because I'm a loyal, faithful person. I've always been that way. And I honestly see the statuses of other people in their marriages, and they're just looking for a title. And like I said, I can't say all, because that's not true. There are some that are committed and love their spouse very much. It doesn't matter what their sexuality is. But there are some that are just looking at the title. And when they get that title, it's not what it is when they are married. So it's all about that commitment, love, and putting God first in the mix of it.
Now, you absolutely right, because you got some people that, like you said, they just want that title. They really love the idea of, just having someone, like being married and stuff like that. They only love the idea, and they're not really taking that other person very serious. It's almost like they're living in some type of fantasy, and you could tell the difference between those kind of people and real marriage, real people that's married to each other. Because some people that's married to each other, you could be like, kind of look like a business thing going on. Like, they faking over there, but they good, but they be married. But it's almost like, wow, what is going on here? It kind of feels off. So I could definitely understand. And that was some good advice, definitely putting God in it, communication, commitment, and being faithful. And I ain't gonna lie, being faithful is easy. A lot of people take being faithful as something hard. It's not hard, just being real. Just staying with your one, not sleeping with other, or, doing stuff that's going to break your others, your significant other heart, or things of that nature. It's easy not to cheat. And coming from me, someone that's been single for almost 7 years now, because I'm tired of bullshit. I'm tired of it. And I took a break for me, just to help me out, and it's been working, And because I'm a faithful guy, and you just have a lot of people out there that just willing to cheat, and they live for it. You know what I mean? They don't really care on how you feel. But I love that advice from you. So y'all heard her. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very good advice. So Kendra, Chanae, you know what I'm saying? So where you from? Let us know where you from.
Yes, I'm originally born and raised Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been here all my life for 30 years. I originally started my singing in church, typical. I started singing at the age of 5, and I didn't really know I could sing until I listened to my first Disney movie, The LionKing, which is my all-time favorite #1 Disney movie, next to Frozen. And then at the age of 8, I found out about Whitney Houston, and I'm like, oh my God, who is this amazing woman? And that's where I got my inspiration, was from Whitney Houston. So once I found out about Whitney Houston, and I was obsessed with her, and I'm like, I love this woman. I really want to sing, because now I found out I can sing. I know I can't sound like her. I can only sound like me. And just, getting more influenced by her and more inspiration from her. And then the older I got, the more singers, more artists I started learning about that were, way before my time. And then in high school, I got into musicals, show choirs, and so pretty much I've been singing my entire life. So singing is what I do best. Songwriting is what I do best. And this is my talent. This is what I do. Music has always been an outlet for me. Dealing with some demons in my closet, some personal things, personal issues, a couple flaws. Singing has always been my passion. It has gotten me out of some very dark places, and it lifts me up. It makes me feel good, whether it was gospel, R&B, country. It didn't even matter the genre of music. As long as I can sing it, write it down on paper, I was fine. And my goal is to be a voice for the voiceless. If I could sing your song and tell your story, that's what I'm going to do. I want to be your voice.
I like that. I really, really, really like that. The voice for the voiceless. The people that just don't have a voice, that's not able to do what they really want to do, and they can hear it through you, from you. You know what I'm saying? I really like that. That's very, very dope. Especially the LionKing movie. I'm a Leo, so the LionKing movie was definitely one of my favorites. And I seen that you, or not seen, but I heard that you said something about the Frozen. My daughter, she loves Frozen. She loves it. You can't, like, everything Frozen, like pillows, everything, like, just toothbrushes, everything is Frozen. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, really good. And at the age of 8, you found out about Whitney Houston. You like, hold on, I want to be a singer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Whitney Houston. She's definitely an amazing artist. You know what I mean? And definitely you just going and doing, high school concerts. How was that like doing high school concerts and things of that nature? Like, was you scared? Because even with me, I was making music around that time in elementary school, but I almost had that fear to just be like, I'm finna perform in front of everybody. How was that experience, performing in front of everybody, especially people that, you go to school with and you see on a daily basis?
Being on stage, whether it's at school, whether it's at church, or even it could be anywhere where you're performing on stage in front of people, whether it's your family, friends, or strangers, you're always going to feel nervous, no matter what. I sing on the praise team at my dad's church. I'm a pastor's kid. And no matter how many times I go on stage, I am still nervous on the inside. And I know these people. I know my church family. I know they're going to have my back. I know my family is going to be supportive. Even my friends, they're going to be supportive. And in the beginning, I used to be so nervous. And I used to be so self-conscious when I would go on the stage and sing something. But in school, I wasn't a lead. I was always an extra. I was somewhere on the side singing with other choir members. So I was never a lead, which was fine with me. I was okay with that. I didn't really want to be a lead at the time. So now that I'm older, now that I'm starting to spread my wings, and now that I'm starting to sing some solos and singing by myself in front of a crowd, I came to the conclusion not everyone is going to like my voice and not everyone's going to like my songs. Because as an artist myself, there's some songs I don't like from other artists, but they're still making music. They're still making millions. They're still getting millions of streams. They're still making money. This is only my opinion, one person's opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. If that's their opinion, that they don't like my voice, if they don't like the songs I sing, that's okay. But I'm going to continue to get on that stage and do what I got to do. Nervous as I am, I'm still going to stand 10 toes down and sing my entire soul. Because there is one person out there that probably needs to hear a song, or just needs to hear some type of soulful vocal that could touch their soul, that probably heal their soul. And not to sound arrogant, but I've been told that before, that my voice touched someone before. When I heard that, that made me the most humblest person ever when I go on stage. Yes, I'm still nervous, but I humble myself so much when I open my mouth to sing. I don't do it now for money or streams or anything like that. Of course, I want to do it for the fortune and the fame and take care of my family and be a voice for the voiceless. But now that I know that I can touch one or thousands or millions of people, and if that's my job or my mission, that I'm going to do that. Nervous or not, if that's my job, I'm going to complete that mission. And I'm going to help them.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's what I'm talking about. You know, you going to do it either way it go. You could be so nervous, you know, shaking in your pants, like, oh my God. You know, you're going to keep going. You know, I like that, you know, for those who just keep going no matter what. You know, and having that support system is very important. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. You know, not everyone's going to like your music because, you know, you got some people that's only out here that like the kind of music of chipmunks. You know, it was this guy that really just liked Chipmunk's music. I tried to put him on, like, the best artists in the game of rap. You know, he just liked Chipmunk shit. If it don't have that Chipmunk filter, whatever the hell that thing is, you know, he don't like it, you know. And that's very, very true because there's millions of different sounds in the world, and not everyone's going to like the certain sound that you're giving off. You know, because it's just so much different kind of music, you know. Even my friends in the country, you know, they listen to less rap, but they listen to a lot of country music, you know. And just being around them, you know, I started listening to a lot of country music, you know. I started to change in ways I thought I would never change, you know. Started listening to jazz music and stuff like that. And different kind of music helps you in different kind of situations. You know, I may want to make some money today, so I might want to just turn on the jazz music, you know, not rap music. If I want to turn up, I turn on the rap music. So, yeah, different sounds, different purposes, different things like that. So, yeah. So, that's really, really dope because, you know, even performing, you just be so nervous, you know, and just knowing that you're here for other people, just have that voice, you know, for the voiceless, and to let them know you're here and you're not just here to play around, you know what I'm saying? And that's motivating because going through that fear, that nervousness, you know, and still just going through with it. Because you got some people, they get that second feeling of nervous. They gone. You ain't gonna see them no more. They somewhere in California. You were like, damn, I thought he was just in Pennsylvania. That man gone. He was nervous. You know what I'm saying? So facts. So for real. So how is your process on making music? Like, how long does it take to make one song?
For me, making a song, it takes me about a few days. I can write a song within maybe 20 to 30 minutes. But I have to feel the vibe or the beat of the song. Is the beat has to resonate within me. If the beat is like, if it's jazzy, do I want to write it about love? Do I want to write it about a girl falling in love? Do I want to write about a boy who's struggling in the world? Or, I want to write something in a theme. Is it a R&B? Do I want to write it about, once again, love? Or do I want to write about sadness with an R&B song? You normally do go with a love theme, but sometimes it's good to switch it up to something different. With R&B, I normally go to a love theme, but sometimes I try to go to another theme about a boy falling out of love, or a girl falling out of love, or maybe falling in the fear of love. But I have to find the vibe. I have to find the beat. And then that's when I will start writing. And it'll take me, like I said, about maybe 20, 30 minutes. The most I've taken or took to write a song was literally 2 weeks. And it's because I wasn't feeling it, and I kept rewriting and rewriting.
Okay, I like that. So you have to, that's your process. You have to really, have that beat on deck, you know what I'm saying, just to feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people, they be like, oh, no, I don't want to hear the beat. The beat gonna mess me up. And for me, I find it weird because I'm like, how you gonna really capture the energy from the song if you don't hear the beat first? And some people, they want to write first, then they want to hear the beat. And I see that me and you just alike. We have to hear the beat, or at least somehow understand the category that we're going to write the song about and how it's going to make me feel. Because I may make a turn up song, but when I get to this beat, it's so sad. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely understandable. That's your process. And you said it takes you a few days to make a song. That's dope. That's very dope. You know what I'm saying? Even you said it may take you 20 minutes to write, but you're not really knowing if, what kind of vibe it's going to be. Like, it may take you 20 to 30 minutes to write a song, but, when you get to the beat, it sounds like it's taking you a few days because you really want to, perfect the craft of, listening to the beat and writing a good song. So I like that. And I love your songs. You're a great singer. You're a very, very, very great singer. Okay. So yeah. So how is it like in the studio? You know what I'm saying? Tell me the process on when you walk in the studio.
So studio day for me, it's fun. I love studio day. I get my Starbucks, my little medicine ball, and I'm excited literally the whole day. I go in the studio, I kick it with the producer or the person that mixes and masters it, and I do about a good 3.5 hours maybe, and pretty much just go in guns blazing. And shout out to the mix and master person that does my mixing and mastering. Her name is Sierra Harvey from Round Table Recording Company here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And she's amazing, and she definitely is someone I could work with hands down. She just develops and understands what craft I'm trying to get to when it comes to my music. But I'm in the studio just trying to figure out where I want to, go with this. If I want to add a few harms, if I want to add another verse.
Okay. So you just be in the studio just like, hold on, I may want to add a verse on this song. You know what? Let me come over her. I may want to do something to this song. So that means you got a lot of, or, just a decent amount of projects lined up for us. And just hearing that makes me so happy. Just knowing that you got projects and more projects lined up and you're active in the studio.
But it's a fun, long process.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Just having fun, just having fun with it. You know, just loving what you do. Because you got some people out here, they try to take it too serious. And that's where the fun just loses. Like, don't try to be famous. The fame happens when you're being you 100% of the time. Because I done had some homies to where they just being them. And they drop a song, and it may be the weakest song to them, but whole time, that song just blew you up. You know what I'm saying? So just being you and authentic 100% is definitely important.
And when it's done, when it's all said and done, I love the outcome of it.
Right. You know, loving the outcome is amazing. You know, just, you know, with me, every time I record a song, you know, I can't wait to get back to the car just to play my song for the first time in a car. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. You know, it's definitely an amazing feeling.
Because when I tell her, oh, hey, I want to go ahead and release this. I want to go ahead and put it out there. And then she's like, oh, okay, say no more. We're going to make this happen. We're going to put some magic on it. And next thing I know, she puts her thing into it and it's ready to be released.
Please shout out Sierra Harvest from, I think you said the Round Company. Shout out her. You know what I'm saying? I love her engineering. You know, she's the one that been doing the last songs that you have been dropping. The engineer is very, very, very good, very smooth. I love your voice. I definitely love her engineering, so definitely shout out to her. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Definitely understanding the craft and understanding what the artist, you know, because some engineers, they try to do what they want to do, but not really understanding what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So she's very, very, very good at what she does. And I wish nothing but the best for her. And shout out to her again. And I appreciate her for that. You know, just making it happen. And when you say, I want to drop this. And we just going to make it happen. We're going to drop this song. You know, because I respect that about you. Because a lot of artists, they don't drop as much. You know, they have songs that they want to drop, but they just don't drop them. You know what I mean? And by you just dropping them and her, you know, just having that support system and making it really happen, you know, it's very amazing hearing that coming from you. So yeah, that's it. Keep her in your corner. She's dope. You know, she's A1. She ain't playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sierra once again. You know, and her whole family and her whole movement. You know what I'm saying? So okay. So first of all, where are you from? I mean, you did say you're from Indiana, right? You've been making music, or you've been living in Indiana for almost 30 years. So since you've been living in Indiana for 30 years, does that make you 30 years old? Or I'm wrong. Let me know.
Yes, I am 30. I am born and raised here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I wish I was actually born elsewhere where there is a musical part or a musical state like Nashville or LA or New York or Atlanta, but I was brought here and that's okay. So, but yes, I am 30 years old. And I'm trying to get out of Indianapolis, really, because Indiana technically is not your typical state of music. And we have a lot of dope, amazing artists here, singers and rappers. And we are so overlooked because when you hear Indianapolis, you don't really think about singing or singers. When you hear Indianapolis, Indiana, or Naptown or Indy, you think of Indy 500, or you may think of like cornfield. I don't know. I don't know. But that, you know, musically, I don't think of Indianapolis or Indiana or whatever. So, but we have a lot of talent here, but we don't have a lot of venues that have a lot of open mics or a lot of opportunities. So you have to splurge and go out of the state to get yourself exposed. There is a few of my high school associates that I know that can really sing, and they literally had to get out of Indiana in order to get their dream accomplished or make their careers start popping. And that is, I'm proud of them and I'm so happy for them. But at the same time, it's like, wow, you have to literally save up money to get out of this not so known state where we're not really musical. And there's nothing wrong with Indiana. It's just Indiana's not musically. Not trying to downplay Indiana, but we're not a musical state. So you have to splurge and get out of Indiana in order to expose yourself for your music or for your craft or whatever it is, whether it's singing, dancing, acting, or whatever it is, in order for your dream to come true and get accomplished.
Okay, turn up. Big 30, big 30. You know, I'm almost big 30. I'm 29 right now. My birthday is in August. It's on August 15th. So, you know, I can't wait till I turn 30. You know, I'm one of those people that's like, you know, the older you get, the much happier I am. You know, just being able to live on the earth, you know, just many, you know, years, and just, you know, able to survive. You know, I'm just one of them happy persons, because some people, they be mad and angry. The older they get, they like, I'm getting old. And like, you know, hey, it's a celebration for me. You know, I love it as the older I get. You know what I'm saying? So turn up. And I love Indiana. You know, I really love Indiana, especially coming from Chicago. You know, Indiana almost always been that spot to where it's like, okay, maybe I want to take a vacation somewhere that's not too far, but that's just close. You know, Indiana was always the spot, you know, especially if you want to get cool vibes. Because even though Indiana may be what Indiana is, but it's really a vibe, you know, especially coming from, you know, places that's like really crazy. And, you know, just being in a place to where it's like a certain vibe, you know what I mean? Like, I know you can understand where I'm coming from. Saying Indiana, you know, you don't wish you was born elsewhere. You know, Indiana is almost like Chicago. Because Indiana is almost like, when I think of Indiana, I think of Chicago. You know, a lot of people think the same. You know, it's like, even if you speak of Chicago, you almost got Indiana in your ear. You know what I'm saying? Because Indiana and Chicago, it's so close. It's so connected. Those who's been to Indiana or lived in Indiana, lived in Chicago, or, you know, vice versa. You know, that's the next step to where a lot of people move to, you know, after they leave Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So I always loved Indiana, you know, even though it may be some crazy shit going on, but just the vibe, the atmosphere, you know. Even when I used to travel through the mega bus, you know how, you know, or the Greyhound, how they used to have their stops and stuff like that. And I used to talk to a lot of people throughout the city, you know, and even some homeless people. I used to have very good relationships with some homeless people, you know, give them some money. Every time I come by, you know, I go look for them. I know their spots. You know, it's definitely a good atmosphere, you know. Like you say, musically, you know, you're right. Because there's not like really a lot of popping artists, or it's not that cultural there. Like, it may be more jazz or, you know, more instruments, cultural than anything, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different you know, everywhere. And I know a couple of rappers out there, you know what I'm saying, that's doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the time will come when the time comes. You know, that's why I always tell people, the time will come when the time comes. Because if the time comes, it's happening, you know? So it's time to celebrate. Either way, you know, we created history at the end of the day. You know, you created music, you creating history, you creating a digital imprint that's going to last forever. So that's the beauty of it, you know, because you have, let's just say we have 1 billion people in this world, on this planet, but 75% of the billion people on this planet cannot create music, cannot write You know what I'm saying? So for those who are the creators, we are the ones that kind of shift the world, move the world in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So, anybody, somebody may think they're the weakest or trashiest rapper. I still appreciate you and I still love your music because you have somebody that's out there that's going to love your music. And everything has a meaning and a message, So I always respect those who create music, no matter how it sounds. It's music at the end of the day.
I definitely agree with that.
It's definitely going to be hard just being somewhere, just like some folks in Alabama. I know a couple artists that's in Alabama, and when they talk to me, they don't even think about fame. They don't even have that in their brain, because, just the surroundings of where they're at. You know what I mean? And I could definitely understand that because, just being somewhere in that music. But hey, I tell a lot of artists, YouTube ads, Google ads, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's at, especially no matter where you at, when you're trying to get heard, spend a lot on those ads, attacking certain cities, and being seen by millions of those users that use YouTube, So, the marketing thing is definitely another subject. Have you ever got into the marketing as far as like using Google ads to, advertise your music?
To be quite honest with you, I'm a rookie at all this. I don't really know how to do all that. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I don't have a team. The only team I have right now is the Lord Jesus himself.
Thanks. Hey, I felt that. And for real, to be honest, that's all you need. That's all you need is the Lord. That's all you need.
It's just me and the Lord right now because I'm not really tech savvy. I don't really know how to get into all that. The only thing I know how to do is go on Instagram and post my music and try to get it out there, try to get a couple streams and have people listen to it, spread the word, and have someone discover me out there. That's all I know how to do. I'm not really tech savvy into that. I need like a team, someone who could seriously help me with that. And unfortunately, I don't have that team just yet. And I know my team will come when the time is right. But I don't know how to do the Google ads and the YouTube ads and all that. I really don't know how to do it. If you know someone who can help me or anything like that, please send them my way, sir.
So a lot of people don't know, how to access this YouTube promotion tool. How easy it is to access the Instagram, et cetera, promotion tool. All you have to do is go to the YouTube browser, through your browser. Like you have a laptop or something like that, a computer, you go to the YouTube, you log in, and then just go to upload. Say like you finna upload a video, but you exit that out. And then when you look at the top, you will see all the options. Like it'll have promotion, it'll have like you can set up and customize your profile on YouTube, but it has to be on a browser, and a lot of people don't even know that is available. So I've been using that for a very long time. I at least put in the YouTube channel, I probably put maybe $1,000 a month into the Google / YouTube advertisement, because it helps grow. It helps bring fans and people that's loving the content. You know what I'm saying? So even being new to it, it's definitely hard to really find the ways that you could use the platform 100%. So that's definitely gonna be useful to you. Even if you need help one day, you like AKC, what was that YouTube Google ad thing you was telling me about in the interview. And I would definitely walk you through the steps, because they do make it to where you're not able to see it. They make it to where everyone doesn't have access, or everyone has access, but everyone doesn't know the access, So, and that kind of level things out, because you don't want it saturated. So I understand why YouTube and, Google does that. But, yeah, we definitely could, get into some marketing ideas, because I've been a marketer for almost 10 years and I'm a guru at it. You know what I'm saying? I've done multiple business adventures throughout the internet and succeeded in all of them. Y'all supposed to be someone that's talking on the stand, but, those people that be talking on the stand, giving a sauce away, things of that nature, I'm able to do that because, everything that I've done online, executed it, and everything has been successful, because I plan things before I do. So that's what's up. Okay, so I want to get into some questions about well, before I get into some questions, you did say you had 2 kids. Turn up. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel to be a mother? Because me being a father, I love it. I love my kids. I want to see them grow. I want to see them turn into the best that they could be. And just, I just love, having my kids, So, being a mother, how's that been like for you?
Being a mom is one of my biggest accomplishments, because I've always wanted to be a mother. When I was young, I didn't want to be a teen mom, but I knew in the future I wanted to be a mother. But my first one, she was a surprise. I will say that's for another conversation, but she surprised us for sure. My second one, he was a surprise too, but he wasn't planned. But I have a little girl. She's 6, and I have a little boy. He's 1. He'll be 2 in June. But being a mom, it grounded me for sure. And actually, they are the reason I do what I do. I want them to see me not only as just their mother. I want them to see me as their role model. I want them to be so proud of me. I want them to see me on stage. I want them to see me on TV or winning an award, and just to be proud of me, and just to know that they can do whatever they put their mind to. And it takes a lot of hard work and dedication and commitment to do. And I want my kids to live a life of abundance, because I want them to have the things I didn't have. Not saying that my mother didn't give me and my brother, what we couldn't have. My mother, being a single mother, she did the best she could, and I applaud her 100% for raising 2 kids, being a young mom. She did the best she could, but I want my kids to have an even better life than what we had.
Facts. We want our kids to have the things we didn't have, because you got some parents that don't even see it that way. They don't care. They like, I didn't grow up with this, you're not gonna grow up with that. You know what I'm saying? But having the parents that want the best for their kids is the best parents ever. And shout out to the good parents, because there's a lot of bad parents out here that's not really doing what's needed to be done to make their kids happy. We have to make them comfortable. They're doing this life, It's almost like planting a seed. If you plant it just in a dry area where it's not going to grow, So if you plant it in the dirt and water it, you're teaching it how to grow, So shout out to the good parents out there. Shout out to your mom, because by her being a single mother, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Just hearing different stories, and even just watching certain people's lives that you may be close around, or they're single mother, and you see what they're going through. And shout out to your mom. She's a very, very great and wonderful person. And doing what you can do is absolutely the best. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people that could do what they can, but they like, hell nah. Like, I may want to get the new Jordans instead of feeding my family today. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to your mom.
And I just want them to be proud of me and to know that I'm doing this because of them, and to show them that they can do the same thing that I'm doing. And even their dad has a goal and a dream, and he's doing this the same reason I'm doing this is for them.
It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's really amazing, because of me at a young age, you know, not like super young teen, but, you know, around 18, 19, even before then, you know, I always knew that I wanted kids around that age. You know, so, you know, both of my kids, they were playing, you know, the kids that happen by surprise be amazing too, because it be at certain times to where you're not expecting it, but it still surprises you to where you're so happy. You know what I'm saying? Just having a kid, it just makes, like, everything could be going wrong in your life, you know, even homeless. But when you have a kid, it makes everything feels so good, you know, and you get more help and, you know, things of that nature. So where even if you is homeless, now you're able to have some help with that, you know, and just in general, you know, having kids by surprise it makes situations happy, you know, even though, you know, I plan both of my kids. My daughter, she is 8, and my son, he is 7. You know, it's what we wanted, you know, and it's what we wanted to do, and we did it, and we made it happen. And we knew that we wanted them, you know, age close. You know, we didn't want them a few years apart. We wanted them 1 year apart, you know. And you know, it's just amazing, just having kids and just be able to create a family. And you know, once you create a family, you're just creating memories and more memories, and just, you know, just loving every moment of it, you know. And shout out to all the good mothers out there, because you have some mothers out there that don't really put the time in to really enjoy those moments, you know. I love that about you. So how do you feel about abortions? You know, some people agree with this, some people don't agree with it. How do you stand with abortions?
My opinions with abortions, I don't really comment on it, because people are going to do what they want to do. I necessarily don't really comment on it, so I will humbly not comment on that, and I'll just let people choose what they want. It's whatever they want to choose with. I don't know the circumstances of why or why not, but as far as getting a thorough answer as to do I support it, I won't comment on that. But I will say, whatever they choose, it's got to be for necessary.
You know, I like that about you. You know what I'm saying? You're not pointing the fingers at a certain crowd and say you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? I that's a perfect answer, you know, about abortion. You know, for me, you know, I support it and then I don't support it. So when I support it, you know, just like some people, they may have accidents. Now, if you have some people that may have, you know, they may have safe sex, but they had an accident, they're not trying to have a baby, abortion is good. But you have some people that's out here that's having sex with everybody unprotected, and, you know, getting abortions left and right. You know, that's where it's like cross the line to me. You know, if, you know, you're going to abort it, you know, have safe sex. You know, just have safe sex, you know. If you do have safe sex and something do happen accidental, you know, that's okay. You know, I support abortion. But if you just out here just wilding, having sex with everybody, you know, getting abortions left and right, You know, that's when it's kind of weird to me. But, you know, I do respect, because even some people may have gotten raped, you know, to where it's a child growing in them and they may need to get that abortion. You know, I also accept that as well, you know, because that's valid. You know, you want the child to grow up having that mindset of knowing that, you know, my father raped my mother, you know, then that's why I'm here, you know, so that could create a whole bunch of emotions and other things, you know. So yeah, you know, that's the answer you gave me. Trust me, very, very, very good answer. Okay, so enough about abortions, you know what I'm saying? So I have some questions for you. So how do you feel about rock climbing? Have you ever went rock climbing? If not, would you like to go rock climbing? But if you have went rock climbing, how do you feel about that? What was the experience like?
Rock climbing. I've never went rock climbing before. Do I want to? Indoors, yes. To play it safe, indoors, absolutely. Outdoors, no, sir. I've never went rock climbing before. I have on the inside, but I can't remember how long it's been. It's been like years. But indoors, yeah, I can do that because there's like a little mat at the bottom just in case I like lose my grip and I can just go down to the bottom and fall. But if it's outside and there's no safety or nothing like that, it's a no-go for me.
Right? Like I felt that. You know, you said indoors, yes, but outdoors, you know, I'm not dealing with the real rocks. I'm dealing with the fake rocks. They got, you know, with the little palm things where you can put your palm on. You know, you got a little feet grip. You know, I'm dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's raw. You know, my daughter, she loves rock climbing and she goes the highest. She's go higher than me. Like for me, I'm scared. You know, like I'm not gonna show her I'm scared, but she knows I'm scared because I'd be like, okay, it's time for me to go down, and she's still going up. I'm like, are you gonna come down? She's like, I'm still going. I'm like, oh Lord, I'll be down here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. That's what's up. So you like rock climbing? We like rock climbing. So that's cool. That's cool. So what's your hobbies like? You know, do you swim? Do you you know, play basketball? You may not play basketball. I kind of play basketball, but I really don't. But what's your hobbies like?
My hobbies, I like to read. I like to read a lot of Black history books. I like to, of course, sing and write songs. I like to watch TV. I love watching cartoons. I'm a huge kid at heart. I love watching cartoons, whether they're kid cartoons or adult animation. I love horror films, so I love watching movies. I love watching comedy stand-ups or comedy movies. I love going out, spending time with my family. And I love spending time with my husband, having our quality time, and just talking and laughing and talking about the times we met and how far we've grown. What else? I'm more of a homebody. I'm not really going to lie to you. I don't really necessarily do a lot of things. I mean, if you invite me out to something, I'll go. But if I ain't feeling it, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stay home. Maybe drink me a little wine and just relax. But I'm a homebody. I really am. And I live a drama-free life. And I'm okay with that. I work in the healthcare field or the healthcare industry. I like to get to know my patients. I pretty much get along with my coworkers and getting to know them and laughing with them, talking with them. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty laid back, mellow, drama free, and go home and start over again tomorrow. So that's me. I'm just a homebody, and I'm cool with that.
You know what I'm saying? I love that about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a homebody too. but I'm really like a homebody, because everything I do is from home, even from my job, you know what I'm saying? Super homebody, and just like having those moments with your husband and your kids, just spending that family quality time, it's definitely the life that I love, and the life that, I wish for everybody, and the life that, I live, it's the best, drama free, because you got a lot of people like that be having that drama in there, and I'll be like, how can you have this drama in your life and you claim you don't want the drama in your life? Because literally, when you don't want drama in your life, there's not going to be drama in your life, even if some drama come your way, you execute it either by, just disappearing or just not being connected to that drama. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of the same way. Because, I'm not finna get into no drama. I'm cool. I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be happy by any means necessary. And I'm not going to let anything affect my ability to move the way I move, or just mess up the way that I am as a human being. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that homebodies are definitely powerful, you know what I'm saying? Because we know a lot, we see the world in a different way as far as from a person that's not a homebody, because they just out there, they're always moving, they have to go here, they have to go there, and things of that nature. So I could definitely understand, and I love the homebodies, you know what I'm saying? For real. So as a homebody, some people collect things. Are you a collector?
Wine. I would like to collect wine. I would. But no, I don't collect anything. I don't collect anything. Like I said, I just stay home. I really do. And just chill, because you work all week and you're talking to a lot of people during the week, and when the weekend hit, you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to talk. You just want to relax, kick back, take your bra off and just chill, man. You just want to relax. I know you ain't got a bra, I'm just saying, but it's just one of those type of moods, and you just want to settle down. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to go nowhere. And when Monday comes and people ask, hey, how was your weekend? You're like, I had a great weekend. And they're like, what did you do? Nothing. Nothing. Because that was my literally day off. I didn't do anything. I just had some me time. And when I'm by myself, I write a song, or I jot down something, or something comes to mind. That's my time to think. That's where I get my ideas from. So, yeah, but I don't collect anything. I would like to collect like wine, but I got kids in the house, so I don't want them to think I'm a alcoholic.
Right, I ain't got no bra, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely understand what you mean by that. You know what I'm saying? You just want to relax, just working all the time, or, just majority of the time of your day where you're working, you got to have that relaxed moment, that chill moment, to where you're relaxed, you're cool, you're calm, you have no worries. You don't have to just get up and rush to do this. Because sometimes, especially as a mother, especially as a father too, as a parent, you run into some things to where you get off work, you may want to relax, but you can't relax because you got to make sure, everything is straight around the house and things of that nature. So, yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from about that. Weekends be everything. A lot of people be like, when you say great, they be like, they think that you went like on some vacation or something. Like, nah, I was chilling at home. I was cooling. Like, I wasn't, told to do this or that multiple times, or, I'm just not, I don't have a boss when I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Because, having a boss at work is different. Like, say if you did have a boss at home, you're pretty much, you never sleep, you're always up. So for sure, I definitely understand that. And okay, and with your wine collection, so hey, listen, I like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick a wall in your house. Just pick one wall. You know what I'm saying? And get those boss, why did I say boss? Excuse me. Those the wine holder bottle cases or whatever those things called, and start collecting the wine. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll definitely open up another world to where you like, wow, you will be able to look at your wine collection. I'm going to sip this wine a little bit. Don't let it turn into where you drinking so much wine every day. You're trying to give her the bottle just to put a new bottle on. No, you know what I'm saying? Get your wine collection and just have that wall in your house to where you like, that's my wine collection right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely amazing. I definitely want to start, collecting some wine, because I love wine, I don't, too fond of like, alcohol, like that real powerful stuff, which is cool, certain occasions, but wine is like really like that settled, like I'm chilling vibe, you know what I mean? Like I'm a parent vibe, you know what I mean? So most definitely, I'm definitely going to think about, getting like a, some type of wine, bar stool type of situation, so that's very dope. Okay, so enough about the wine, because I'm getting a little thirsty over here, you know what I'm saying? I'm craving it now, you know what I mean? So, how do you feel about the Diddy situation? Now, I know, like, it's everywhere, it's very public, a lot of people's talking about it. How do you feel about the Diddy situation? Have you been to some of them Diddy parties?
Have I been to a Diddy party? No, thank God I have not. Have I ever been in a Diddy situation at a party? No. My opinion on the whole Diddy incident, it's very unfortunate. But I'm actually glad that it's coming out, because there's so many stories that you hear about A-list celebrities doing some heinous things, and the victims, whether they're male or female, they're so scared to tell their story because of how powerful this person is. And I'm actually, like I said, I'm happy that this is being exposed, but at the same time, it's very sad to hear that this happened to so many young people, whether they're male or female. But honestly, I don't feel bad for him. I'm not really a Diddy fan. I mean, I like that he was trying to help a lot of people in the music industry, but I didn't really care for his personality. Even though I didn't know him personally, but watching him on TV, I could tell he was a little arrogant about himself, very cocky. I really didn't see anything phenomenal about him besides being a mogul and, putting a lot of people on the game of being in the industry. But I am glad that his exposure of what's going on at those parties and what's going on at those studios, what was happening, is being exposed, and that these people get to tell their side of the story.
Hey, she said, thank God, hey, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going, hey, like Cat Williams said, you gotta say no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand that, because a lot of people, they try to get into something for their own reasons, may want fame or may want to work with certain people or want to be around certain people. But that one thing that Cat Williams said stood out to me. You gotta say no. You know what I'm saying? So you have options. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those people had options. Like, now say with the young people, definitely don't support that. definitely don't support that, if that's even the case. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know for sure about the young people. But for all the adults that, you know, had that option to say no Diddy, no, you know, and a lot of them went through with it, you know. And for so long, you know, I feel like, you know, your response is good. You know, your response is definitely good. And I also feel like for so long, a lot of people allow certain things to go on, you know, and a lot of those people are the ones to blame, even the ones that's coming out to say he did this to me, you know. You have to say no. You didn't say no. You said yes, and that's what you got into. Because you got some people that throw these weird parties. They may ask me, hey, KC, you want to come to this party where everybody licking each other's toes? Fuck no, dude. I'm not going. I'm straight. I'm at home, bro. Matter of fact, lose my number. I thought you was musically connected in the ways I wanted you to be connected, but that's not the side I want to go on. So I'm going to shut that down. You know, so I think a lot of people was like, you know, once one person came out about, you know, certain situations or certain things that was going on, you know, that's when everybody else is like, hey, you know, kind of like, you know. So, yeah, definitely very, very bad. And, you know, definitely don't support that. But, you know, if he was just doing his thing, definitely not with young people, but with adults, you know, and you got to say no, Diddy, you know, no, you know, I'm not with that. And, you know, that's where my respect goes to where that lies with that situation, you know, because he's not like this person that's probably like, come here, we're going to have this. You're going to be with all these gay men. Come here now. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's where it's at. And it's crazy, you know, because us as viewers and listeners, we really don't understand, you know, but we do have our opinions and, you know, views about it, because it's very weird, you know, very weird. And in the future, time will tell. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. First of all, so enough about the Diddy situation. You know, whatever you got going on, you know, it's going to come to light. And for sure, we definitely going to have better understanding, you know. So, how do you feel about the China situation? Like, is you into that? Like, you know, the China president some weeks ago, he was telling Americans, or even telling his people, to watch out, something is going to happen. You know, how do you feel about that? Just by him speaking on that, something's going to happen. Watch where you're traveling in the United States. You know, something may occur. You know, I don't know how big that was, but how do you feel about that? Like, did that scare you? If you heard when he sent that tweet, did that scare you? Did that make you wonder? You know, especially with the wars and stuff going on. Like, I know that could be scary, you know, because a lot of people, even though the war is not here, it's like it don't affect them. But I know it affects some people. Is that something that affects you?
No, I necessarily didn't hear about that. I'm not really surprised that he would say something like that necessarily. So I guess it didn't bother me that he said it. But I will tell people to definitely be cautious and be safe out here in these streets, because this is a crazy world and time we are definitely living in. And to just be on the alert and be safe and stay prayed up every single day.
So, you know, be on alert, be safe, be prayed up, because we is living in a world to where even our ancestors or people that we grew up don't have no idea, because a lot of this stuff is just like even new inventions, you know, that we're, you know, living in. Especially, you know, even me and you, we're around the same age, to where when we were younger, we experienced the flip phones, you know. We experienced having phones before apps were even available, or before apps was even a thing, you know what I'm saying? Or Google Play Store, Apple Store, you know. It's a lot of these kids, you know, that's growing into this stuff it's already available. So we're living in a weird moment, which is not weird, but you know, it's different, you know.
My faith is super high, and I pray for everybody in this world for sanity, peace, and healing. But no, that doesn't really scare me.
No, it didn't bother you. It bothered me. I was kind of scared. I was like, oh shit, you know. Even though this, you know, stuff been going on for, you know, years, even before our time, you know. A lot of this stuff still scares me. But you know, I seem to not worry too much, you know, because like they say, you know, don't worry about what's being said on what's going to happen. Be scared at the moment on what's actually happening, you know, if it is happening, you know. So okay. So how you feel about the TikTok situation? You see how they trying to get rid of it? Like me personally, I always been a fan of just United States or just American apps. You know what I'm saying? American things. Even, you know, when TikTok first got started, I was a person that used to, you know, care about where's my data's being sent, how my data's being used and stuff like that. So I always knew about the TikTok situation. So that's why I never created a TikTok, even when they first came out, you know. So I could understand why we're trying to get rid of them or, you know, sell them, because they're working with some people that's really against our safety, you know, for the residents of the people that live in the United States. So how do you feel about that situation with the TikTok?
I personally like TikTok. I honestly think TikTok is a great platform for a lot of creative people to show off their talent. I don't think they should ban it. I think the reason some people are trying to get it banned is because they are making fun of certain, like, politics. That's just my opinion. But I like TikTok. I don't think they should take it away necessarily.
The TikTok is cool, you know, TikTok is cool, but it's the data, you know what I'm saying? The reason why they're banning it, it's not because of, you know, certain, talking about politicians or even trying to hide them for, talking politicians, you know, because they be trying to get rid of YouTube, because YouTube is like the main platform that has the, you know, the most arguments on that. TikTok, they share their data with enemies of the United States of America. So that puts a lot of our safety at risk. You know what I mean? So that's the main reason they're trying to get rid of TikTok. And a lot of people don't even understand that, because, you know, it's deeper than a lot of the stuff that's being said. Because, you know, a lot of people, they have their opinions and stuff. And a lot of it's, you know, may not be true, but you know, it has its concerns and things of that nature to where you're like, okay, cool, true, this may be a thing, but yeah, the real reason is they sharing the data with the enemies, you know what I mean? And even now, you know, even back then when I was saying this stuff, because I was always that guy that was always digging into stuff like that, because the data is worth so much, you know. And a lot of people, it's almost like signing a contract, you know. A lot of people don't understand, but your data is very, very, very important. And it dictates, and it's almost, it can even guess. If someone has your data, they know your movements, you know. They have a way to, you know, manipulate you. You know, just having the data, it's crazy. So, enough about that, you know what I'm saying? So, before we close this out, I have a couple more questions. So, for that one artist out there, I know that you love Whitney Houston. That's when, you know, she pretty much, you know, inspired you to be a singer. Who would be that artist, you know, famous or non-famous? Who would be that artist that you would love to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I would love to work with Sade. I would love to work with Sade because she is definitely one of my favorite artists, and I've been compared to her voice for quite some time. And I don't know, it's something about her. She has that calm smooth, mellow voice, and I just love Chanae. I love me some Chanae.
You know, shout out to Sade. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, both of y'all have very, very smooth voices that just make you just want to just be happy and just make so much good out of your life. You know, and that's the kind of artists that I love to listen to, especially when I'm working, you know, especially when I'm with my kids, because there's some music I cannot play around my kids, and I don't want my kids listening to some of the crazy stuff I do be listening to when it comes to like that crazy hip hop, trap, rap stuff. I keep that away from my kids, you know. I try to protect their ears because, you know, there's a lot of crazy things being said and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? So that'll definitely be a dope collaboration. I can actually hear you too right now, just going crazy, making hits. Because you're the kind of artist to where I say if I had a lot of like famous even rappers or singers on my roster, well, which I do, but let's just say if I had them like on my record label or something, you would be the artist. Like, because there's some artists where I'd be like, I can't do nothing with you. But you would be the artist where we can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? You would be the artist that you could make a song with any famous artist that's out here to this day. And you're going to make a hit record because you sound good. You're not playing with it. And you actually sound good. You know what I'm saying? You're good at what you do. You know, very beautiful, talented woman. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely would spark the world, you know, if you was to get on a song with anybody that's like famous, because you will instantly get that fame, you know. You got some people, as soon as they do a song with somebody, it's their fame, you know, because it's the way they sound. You know, you hear something different and you hear a person's voice, you know that voice could go a long way. And your voice is definitely one of the voices that definitely could go a long way. Okay, so listen, so say if I was to meet you for the first time, right, and you told me that you were a singer, right? So for those who would meet you for the first time, what song would you want them to play first to check you out? You know what I'm saying? Would it be a recent song? Would it be a song that you created a long time ago? What would be that song that you would want them to check out first?
It would definitely be a song that I released recently and a song I released probably a few months ago. Definitely the song Higher and My Way, my very first release, because I think those two would definitely be a shocker for people to, you know, look at me and they don't really see me as a singer. And when they hear those two songs, they're like, oh my God, that's you? Because that's the reaction I get when people hear me sing. Because when they look at me, they don't see a singer. They may see like maybe a basketball player because I'm kind of tall, but not a singer.
Oh, turn up. Hey, mommy duties aborting you. I hear the kids in the background. That's amazing. You know, when I hear the kids in the background, that means they love their mommy. They want to be close to their mommy. They like, hold on, what time it is? Mama, we hear you doing an interview, but this is our time. You know what I'm saying? You at work? Mama. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. You know, that just some show signs of just how good of a parent you guys are. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to you and Eric again. Let me hear a round of applause from the audience. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I'm not going to keep you too long because, you know, you got mom duties. It's around that time. You know, kids got school tomorrow and things of that nature. Okay, so before we get up out of here, I'm not going to hold you too long. You know, mommy, you know, daddy duties, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it gets like that. You know what I'm saying? So, before we close out, what is something you would like the fans to know? That's something they don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? What is that something you would like the fans to know?
First and foremost, I am definitely a woman of God. I'm a mother, a wife, a loving mother, and a loving wife. I'm a very loyal and compassionate person. I'm a girl's girl. I'm very supportive. I'm human, you know. I go through the ups and downs of life like everyone else. I'm just trying to make it out and get my music out there, and would love to meet a lot of people and just get to know a lot of the people, and I would love to get to know my fans and grow, and for them to know me, and just to know that life is a struggle, but it doesn't have to be. As long as you trust in the Lord and keep your faith, there is nothing that's impossible. And I also want to thank you, Casey, for believing in me and giving me this opportunity to be on your platform and to react to my songs, and just being not only a great influencer, but a great friend to me, and being honest with me, and a great support system as well. And I humbly thank you, and I thank everyone that's your fan base as well. Yay, we thank you. Me and that's my son.
Aw, little man sounds so cute. Look at him, you know, he cool, and you know, hey, he's going, hey, it's his interview now. He taking over. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Hey, this is his time. You know, hey, little man, I'm sorry. I apologize. You know, I just wanted a little time with your mom. You know, had a really, really classic, dope interview that you're definitely going to listen to years later. You're going to be like 13, 14 years old. Your mom is going to show you this interview. Of course, if you're looking up her name, you're gonna run into it, and you're going to hear you. So, you know, we're creating history, a digital imprint. So that's so nice that one day he will be able to hear this interview knowing that he was absolutely on this interview. You know what I'm saying? And I want to appreciate you as well for even giving me the opportunity to interview you. We talked about a bunch of amazing things. Talked about you growing up in Indianapolis your whole life, especially you know, singing, going through even the high school choirs, performing. We talked about, you know, church. Well, you know, not so much about church, but, you know, God is always in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So we talked a little bit about him, or just brung him up, because he's always going to be in a conversation, even though we may not talk about him specifically, but God is always going to be in a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And we also talked about, you know, The Lion King being one of your favorite movies. Also, next to that, Frozen. You know, we talked about my daughter also loving Frozen. We also talked about how you found out about Whitney Houston at 8 and how she inspired you to be a singer, but you've been singing your whole life. You know what I'm saying? We talked about how you're able to create a song with 30 minutes without a beat, but with a beat, it's going to be a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? We talked about your process on how you create good music. You know, we even talked about the Diddy situation, you know, how crazy them things, stuff going on in that situation, you know, but we talked about that, which is crazy. So, you know, we talked about a bunch of things. You know, we talked about your husband. We can't forget about that. You know, the really strong support system. We talked about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all your kids, and shout out to your husband. You know, everybody that always supported you. Me personally, I love your music. You know, I download it, and it's with me. You know, I have certain songs that I listen to on a daily basis, and a couple of your songs are definitely on my day-to-day basis playlist. And I really, really appreciate you for taking the time, because, you know, the mothers, you're busy. You know, time, it's, hey, with mothers, you really got no time, because especially when you're an amazing mother, You know, the time is valuable, you know, because you look at the time and you be like, okay, I can use this time to really, 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 really hands-on with my family. And you're hands-on with the family, you know. I love that about you. And I can't wait to have you back. You know what I'm saying? We definitely going to have more and more and more interviews, more conversations about certain issues that's going on in the world and things of that nature. New upcoming projects you have coming up. I know we didn't talk about that, but we definitely understand that you actively in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to, you know, hear music from you either way it go. So by the next time we have an interview, we'll definitely have more to talk about, especially with upcoming projects. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I appreciate you, Kendra Chanae. You know what I'm saying? Your love breaks me higher. You see that? That's in my head. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs by you, and I play it on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? And I loved all the reactions I did to your music. You know? So, hey, turn up. I'm going to leave her official Instagram in the description below. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Go rock with her. And I'm also going to leave her YouTube/SoundCloud in the description below as well. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Go rock with her. You know what I'm saying? Now, as y'all heard, this was a dope interview. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll catch y'all back later. Soon.
I don't fuck a bougie hoe, cause them hoes be picky. Me and Key Darcy been stepping on shit. I just pop 4 pills, now I'm back in my mode.